what's up, it's me, Sarah. Welcome back to my channel, and before we get started with today's video, remember to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. So today's video is going to be a reading vlog with no particular theme or anything. The book I'm currently reading is The Sea Witch by Katee Robert. This is part of the Wicked Villain series, and I am on chapter 2, page 9, so not very far into this. I am liking the writing style though, so hopefully this is good. This is a dark romance, and I'm excited to see what happens. So I've been reading The Sea Witch by Katee Robert. This book has taken me a while to get through. It's definitely a book that I read a chapter or two, then I put it down. Not because I dislike it, it's different. It's something I've never read before. This is very, very spicy, and it's an interesting setting, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with it at all, but it is just not what I typically read, so I'm getting into this genre, I guess you want to call it, subgenre. So I'm still liking it though. It is good. It's not my favorite, but I am enjoying it. And so I think right now it's probably around maybe a 4-star, maybe just 3.5. I'm on page 133, so almost halfway through. It is a very short book. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a keeper or a unhaul, but either way, it is a good book so far, and I do recommend. So I finished The Sea Witch by Katee Robert yesterday and gave it 4 stars. It was good. I enjoyed it. Definitely a new genre or like subgenre for me, but I did like it. And now I'm reading Resting Beach Face by Cia Finn Davies. I'm on page 22, and it's kind of boring so far, but this is for a prompt for the Amazing Readathon, so I will continue reading it, and hopefully it gets better. Okay, so there's some things about this book that I'm not liking, and I don't really want to say because I feel bad, but I feel like it's my job to be honest with you and tell you what I'm truly honestly thinking. So at first, this book was just boring and mediocre to me, but as it goes on, the writing is progressively getting worse. I hate to say it. I feel so terrible, but it's getting worse, and the plot is still boring. I don't connect to any of the characters. Honestly, I couldn't care less about them. I'm on page 94, and it's just getting worse as it goes on. Right now, I'm thinking a 3-star, but who knows, if it keeps this up, it could go even lower. So those are my thoughts at the moment. So not a great book. Don't recommend. I finished Resting Beach Face by Siobhan Davies. I gave it 2.5 stars. It started out like it might be a 3. And then it went downhill, so 2.5 is what I gave it. It was boring. I didn't like the writing style, and I just didn't vibe with it. I didn't care at all about the characters. Couldn't care less, honestly. So now it is time to read the next book, and I'm going to read probably If the Shoe Fits, but I'm going to check my TBR for retellings, because that is the next prompt for the Amazing Readathon. So the book I was going to pick and read is If the Shoe Fits by Julie Murphy. But then I just remembered a readathon that I watched the announcement video for today that's happening in September, which is the Thick Thighs Readathon, I think it's called. And it's all about like plus size character rep and stuff like that. So I think I might save that because that does have a plus size heroine in it. So I might save that. For another retelling, I could go with A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I heard this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. So I've got this one. I also have, let me get it, A Whole New World by Liz Braswell, which is part of the Twisted Tales series. And this is an Aladdin retelling. So we got Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin. I've liked most of the books in this series. And this one is like a Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, just internet book sensation. Everyone loves this series. But it is chunkier. Let me check the page count. 376. Okay, that's bigger than I thought this one was going to be. And over 400. So they're pretty much just over 400. So they're pretty much the same. I think I'm going to go with ACOTAR. I'm going to read ACOTAR. So I'm on page 75, which is chapter 8 of ACOTAR. So far, it's a little boring. It's not terrible. It's just not grabbing my attention. And right now, she has just gotten to the Fae realm. And that's pretty much all that's happened so far. She's learning about the Fae and the different types of Fae, like the High Fae and the like others. So that is what's happening so far. Hopefully it picks up. But I hear that the second book is the best, so I'm looking forward to reading that. And if you know how to say her name, please let me know. I'm saying Feyre, but I have no idea. So if you do know, please feel free to let me know in the comments. I'd love to say it correctly. But yeah, this is what I'm reading, and I'm going to continue. Okay, so sorry for the poor lighting. It's 10 o'clock at night, but I'm on page 120 of ACOTAR, and so far I'm not loving it. I'm not hating it either. It's just kind of okay, middle of the road. It's kind of boring so far, so that's what I'm thinking. Let me know if the series picks up. I hear the second book is just everyone's favorite and everyone loves it. I like Feyre, or however you pronounce her name. She's a good character, and I like Lucien. I'm in the middle of chapter 13, and the main characters so far are Feyre and Lucien, and I like them a decent amount. Her sister Nesta in the beginning, I don't care at all about her. I know she has her own book, but I just couldn't care less about her, at least right now. And then Tamlin's been in it a teeny bit, like they've talked about him, but like not much has happened and we don't know much about him. So I'm not going to say whether I like him as a character or not, but I do like Feyre and Lucien. But this book just isn't as amazing as it is for everybody else, in my opinion. I know everyone loves it and says it's like the best thing since sliced bread, but personally I think there are way better fantasy romances out there. Not saying this one isn't good, and I do recommend it because I feel like a lot of people like this and a lot of people would like this, but it's just not personally my thing at the moment. Maybe it does pick up. And I also started Heartstopper Volume 3. This is a chunky one. I swear they keep getting bigger and bigger every volume, which I'm not complaining. I'm on page 56, and so far I'm really enjoying this. I love this series. This graphic novel series is so good. I've given the first two books 5 stars, and this one I have no doubt will be the same. I have seen season 1 of the show when it came out, but I haven't seen season 2 yet. I know, guys. It's been out for like a week or something, and I still haven't watched it. I really need to get around to that. I don't know when I will, but yeah, so that's my update for right now. This is what I'm currently going to continue reading, and so I will see you guys later. So I finished ACOTAR and Heartstopper Volume 3. I gave ACOTAR 4 stars. It really picked up near the end. I enjoyed it. And I gave Heartstopper Volume 3 5 stars. I've given all of the volumes 5 stars. This is probably my favorite so far in the series. And so I really enjoyed both books, and those were my books for London and sightseeing in London. And now I'm going to read Twisted Hate by Ana Huang, which is the 3rd book in the Twisted series. So I have been reading Twisted Hate by Ana Huang. I'm on chapter 38, page 308, and I'm loving this book so far. Ana Huang might be my favorite author, or she's definitely up there at least. I definitely recommend her books, and especially this series. So I'm loving this. This is about Josh and Jules. This is a best friend's brother romance because Jules, her best friend Ava, is Josh's little sister, and it is enemies to lovers. So those are some of the tropes, and I'm just really enjoying this, and I can't wait to continue reading. I'm over halfway, so we will see what happens next. Okay, so I finished Twisted Hate last night. I gave it 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. I'm not sure. I think Twisted Games is still probably my favorite in the series, but Twisted Hate was very close second. But I love them all. I give them all 5 stars so far. And so now I think I'm going to start Heart Set on You by Lily Miller. This is the 3rd book in the Bennett family series. And I finished the prompt for Rome for the Amazing Readathon, which is a book with a romance in it, and I read Twisted Hate. And now I'm going to do some sightseeing. So I'm going to read this because this is also a romance book. And this is the 3rd one in the series, like I said. So super excited to read this. I have really liked the first 2. I gave them 4.5 and 4 stars, so hopefully this one is just as good, if not better. So let's get reading. So I finished Heart Set on You by Lily Miller this morning, and I gave it 3 stars. It was okay, definitely not my favorite. So yeah, that is my update for this, and that is going to be the end of this video. So if you made it this far, please leave me a book stack emoji, and before you go, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.